All right, everyone, here we go. This is for all signs. Everyone, whether you're a human being, a chipmunk, a raccoon, a squirrel, I don't care. This is all signs. This is about energy. And this is the new moon reading, and this is an important new moon. The new moon technically is in Aquarius, but this is the Lunar New Year. As many of you know it, the Chinese New Year, right? The Chinese zodiac. It's the year of the tiger beginning here with this new moon. This new moon, unlike other new moons, is very powerful every year. Its energy behaves more like an eclipse in that it lasts and dissipates over the course of the year. It's strongest within its first few months, but it doesn't just last 2 weeks like the regular new moon might, lead up to the next full moon kind of thing. This is a very powerful reading, and my pre-shuffle proves it. That's an 8 of Wands there at the top of the deck. This is going to be a hell of a reading. All right, so everybody get comfortable. Get your pants off, whatever you need to do. I don't care. Get yourself a coffee, a beer, a soda, whatever. Get some popcorn or some Capricorn. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. All right? Okay. So the new moon, the Lunar New Year, very important moon. You're going to hear other people tell you it'll last 2 weeks, like it's just a regular new moon. I see it all over YouTube. People are treating it like it's just a regular new moon. It is not. I'm an energy reader. The moon is the second most powerful force of energy that influences our daily lives. It's strong enough to stretch the earth and pull the oceans with it, right? It's a very powerful energy. It affects our moods greatly. That's why Cancers tend to be so moody. They're ruled by the moon. Every couple of days they change. Just wait for it. If you don't like a Cancer when you meet them, wait a day or two. They'll be, it is what it is. It increases, the moon energy increases our sensitivity to things. That's why. Okay? And that applies to all signs. Everybody, if you're a human being living on this planet, or anything really, you're affected by the moon's energy. Your person, your runner, divine masculine, is going to be greatly motherfucking affected by it. 8 of Wands, check this out. Communication. I asked the universe to tell me about the moon's influence this Lunar New Year, year of the tiger. Influence on the soulmate cycle. Here you go. Communication, she said, the fickle old gal, universe. 8 of Wands, communication, crossed by communication, which, by the way, this was our overall energy in my weekly reading. And that new moon falls dead center in the middle of my weekly reading that I just pulled yesterday on Saturday. Communication, crossing communication, both passionate, both wands, okay? Somebody wants to talk to you, big time. They're going to reveal some things. I think you need to let someone have their say. There's a point of view issue here. Okay? And again, this new moon energy, it's most powerful with the core. I'm going to say this reading stretches most powerfully throughout the month of February. This is almost, again, I'm isolating one of the energies that affected the February reading. And you saw my overview. So you know what's going on. Somebody has a point of view on things. Each side sees things their own way. Try to listen to the other side when they communicate, which for most of you, it looks like that shit is happening on some level anyway. Maybe you find out something through someone or they talk to you directly. This is 3D communication here, the Page of Wands, no doubt about it. And this is it. This is almost a tower energy attached to this 8 of Wands. Try not to be defensive towards them. They might be defensive towards you. Not in the case of they don't like you, but because they don't, again, as I've said, we did a precursor to this in my a 3-card reading last night. And they, they don't understand this love thing. It's different for them. The divine masculine tends to love for different reasons than the divine feminine. Okay? It's more of a practical thing with them. This is a lot of love for someone who loves practically, but right here it's all they can think about, the 6 of Cups. The new moon energy is going to force them in their feels, but it's going to force them to think back. Could be even some nostalgia involved with that 6 of Cups there. And I get that because it's crossed by the Hierophant. It's a very spiritual energy. This connection has changed both people. Both people, I would say the divine feminine is 180 degrees from where they were. when you two first cross paths. I'd say the divine masculine isn't quite 180 degrees, maybe 160. Okay, a little shy of it, but still, this connection has changed the way they view the world. It's changed their perspective. It's changed the way they feel the world. And underneath that is Fakey McFakerman, the Queen of Wands. Again, this person has, the divine masculines in this connection cycle have the hardest time with vulnerability. I have never seen it so much. This person is, and it's core programming from childhood. It's got nothing to do with you, okay? The things that have affected them. But I'll tell you what, crossing the Queen of Wands, Fakey McFakerman, is 3 swords. Okay, and this is one of the cards along with the 5 of Cups that I say brings people in, communication. It is bookending communication, the 8 of Wands. It's bookending it. This 3 of Swords that's crossing Fakey McFakerman is someone realizing that this is stupid, that this behavior is stupid, that they need to open up if they want to get this. It's the nicest combination I've seen with the Queen of Wands in a long time. And this is a card that comes up very often in our readings, isn't it? The Queen of Wands, Fakey McFakerman, the King of Wands, the Burger King, gotta have it their way, pride, ego, all that kind of stuff. And this is the card that's the rarest card we see. And it's right here on top. And it's bookending the card that I said is one of the main drivers of communication in these soulmate cycles. It's a very powerful new moon. Don't underestimate it. You're going to be in your feels too. So be careful, all right? Focus on something else if you're smart. Otherwise, you're going to be picking up on all of this. Now, let's give the deck a shuffle, and let's do this. Let me shuffle the deck here, and let's see where we go. That was just a pre-shuffle, me talking to the universe. Now let's get rolling. Let's shuffle the deck here for the new moon energy. The Lunar New Year energy, how is that going to affect the soulmate cycle? I've already put my intention out to the universe. The words are just drama for you. Let's shuffle the deck here. This first card out is going to be why the fuck are we here position. It's before the cut. It's the whole why the fuck are we here. That pre-shuffle is just me talking to the universe, and I share it with you. I didn't used to in the beginning, but I do now. Why not? Why shouldn't you see, right? Let's see here. So why the fuck are we here? Well, look who came back. Whenever I get a repeat card from the pre-shuffle in why the fuck are we here, I know that you better get comfortable. This is going to be a powerful reading. I have no doubt. It's the Hierophant. We're here because your person's been awake for a while. I was going to say somebody's awake. No, they've been awake for a while. But I think somebody's getting real to it. Again, that 3 of Swords crossing the 3 of Swords crossing the Queen of Wands, the Fakey McFakerman, is proof of that. It's that they're seeing and feeling what their behavior is getting them in life. Their behavior is costing them relationships, things that might benefit them. Okay? For some of you, your person's in a third party and they're just controlled by another party. The universe hasn't brought in that energy yet, but I can tell you from what I pulled yesterday in that 3 card, that shit is, they're done with that. They're looking for a way out, and we even did a Schrodinger's cat on it, which talked about similar things. After the cut is exactly what I just told you. I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. That's the way you do it, folks, because it helps hammer it home to you. That what I'm saying isn't just some bullshit. It's the 3 of Cups. Everything I just got done telling you, including the third party, including the opening up emotionally for a change, being vulnerable, is right here. This is communication. The sun, Chatty Cathy, birds perched, communication, here, now, in the now. The new moon energy is very powerful. It's going to dissipate out, most powerful in its first 3 months, but I'd say super powerful in February. Because February, from my quarterly reading, Q1, January, February, March, is about new beginnings in love. So far, that's what I'm seeing here in this reading. Because the 3 cups are about opening up emotionally. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Our overall energy will be at the bottom of the deck. Our reading will be at the top. The overall energy at the bottom, I'll put here. It crosses the Hierophant. All right, let's go. Give me a reading, universe. Tell me what's going on here with the new moon energy to the soulmate cycle. This is going to be good. This is going to be, this energy is easy to read. It's on the surface. That's the thing with the moon. You know, the moon, looking at it in our 3D lives, it stretches the earth as it moves around it. It pulls the oceans with it. Someone's getting dragged. The energy is getting dragged to the surface. You know, when it's basically an off switch. You can think of a new moon a little like the way of an eclipse, and it's like shutting it off and then turning it on. You know, kind of it's like a reboot in a way. You know, and after you reboot a computer, you know that all the RAM comes back and everything you get your resources back, as they say, and all of that. It's sort of like that here. The energy's very on the surface. All right, it's like a freshly booted computer, and somebody's seeing the light and feeling the light, I might add. Give me a reading here, universe. Moon energy on the soulmate cycle. Boy, you really want me to shuffle, don't you? Here he is. This doesn't surprise me. I said in the pre-shuffle the Three of Swords was crossing the Queen of Wands. Somebody realizing that they're the cause of their own pain by their behavior, their fear of vulnerability, their pretense that they put out, right? Feeling one thing and then saying another thing, kind of a thing. Here he is, right here. This is crossing the Hierophant. It's the same message. It's the same fucking message as the Three of Swords crossing the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands crossing the Hierophant. It's the same message, except this time we're in pure reference, literal reference to the Divine Masculine. It's right here. It's Burger King. Gotta have it their way. Pride and ego. What's crossing? This is crossing the Hierophant. That's the getting real part that I told you. What's crossing this? What is it? Oh, a balanced energy. The Six of Pentacles. Again, it's the same message again, 3 times. Somebody getting real about their behavior, about what their behavior costs them. Okay? Now, for some of you, I pick up an energy here of a little bit of too little, too late. And that's just for a few of you. But I would encourage you to, if this person shows up, which the energy is there for it. I can't predict free will. But the energy is there for it. If they show up, listen to them. You know, give them a chance at the very least. I know a lot of time has passed for some of you. But the reading's on the top. Let's see what we get here. Whole reading clarifying your person. The Burger King. Okay? The King of Wands. Oh my God. Pride, ego coming off of that. But they know. They know. Just like this cobra knows that hood is fake. If he has to bite, he will. And it looks like your person's going to have to bite here. They're going to have to expose themselves and be a little bit vulnerable. Right here's the energy around the connection. Right here's how your person feels in the 3D, in their emotions. Right here's how they feel about you in the soul. Really, it's the soul position. Not what they show you, not what they tell you, because that's all nonsense. Okay? In the 3D anyway. Right here's the hidden energy. What the universe wants you to know, I'll tell you. It's red with the energy of the connection, and right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and because we've got a repeating message 3 times, I promise you, all of your sweet asses, there will be a link for an extended in the description. All right? We're going to have to drag up the ghost of Dr. Phil here and see what's happening, because this new moon is dragging things up. You know, it really is. It's like the final exam of all the lessons they needed to learn. You know, we're going into a new lunar year here, and this time it's a tiger. And I don't know about you, but tigers don't take shit. I'm pretty sure tigers don't take shit. All right, they do some shit. All right, right here is the energy around the connection. What is it? First card out after my Burger King. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Yeah. Yep. The new moon. Remember, we're pulling on the effects of the new moon. All right? What's it going to do? Well, it's going to put them in their head. Somebody here is overthinking this. This is overthinking. Even the universe is saying, overthinking. The 8 of Swords we can always get out of. All right? Somebody here is thinking about every word they're going to say. They're thinking about this, or what if this, what if that, what if... It's just an energy that just keeps swirling around and around and around. All right? And the moon is going to do that, just like it pulls the damn oceans. It's going to pull it right up from your person's soul with that hierophant of why the fuck are we here. It really is. And it's going to cause them, because they don't understand, as we saw in the 3 card yesterday, they don't understand this love stuff. but they feel it and they want to feel it again. They like it. It's like a drug. How do they feel in their emotions? Ace of Pentacles. You know, this is an interesting card because when this falls here in this position, what they're worried about, this tells me what they're overthinking. They're overthinking how much time has passed here, whether or not you'll even talk to them. I'll just rattle off the list. They're overthinking how much time has passed here. Is the slowest energy in the tarot. Okay, grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. How much time has passed? Whether or not you'll even talk to them? Should I even bother? Is it too little, too late? And can I come with enough of an offer where it makes a difference? Because they haven't told you how they felt. That moon card in the pre-shuffle told me that. I think they want to. I think they might. But it's interesting to get the moon in a reading I'm pulling on the moon. Okay? I mean, it's kind of, you know, fitting a little bit there. We got it in the pre-shuffle. All that energy is attached to that. They're overthinking. Now, bookending this is their soul. How do they feel? Because this is brain right here. How do they feel? Swords. How do they feel in the soul about you? Yeah, it's about what I figured. Look at that. You see it? It's a tower. Just in case you can't read it. Yeah, the shit's hitting the fan. Okay? The tower bookending the Eight of Swords is the shit hitting the fan. If your person's in a third party, this is the same energy I got in a reading I did the other day about this. It's, you know, everything is crashing down here for this person. The King of Wands is going down. All right, the ego, the hood's not working. The phony ass hood there, it's not working. The connection is still coming, so they're going to have to bite. Snakes don't like to bite. The reason the cobra does the hood is they keep away. Keep away. Because when they bite, they got to stretch themselves out. And when they stretch themselves out, they're vulnerable. The King of Wands doesn't like to be vulnerable. He got to be, male or female. And it's driving them crazy. Because is it too late? It's like I told you in the February overview reading. Somebody here is thinking, a lot of your people are thinking, is it just, you know, should I just let this go? Should I just? But they can't. It was the moment they try to, if they overthink in that direction, a tower is occurring in the soul. We know that anyway with the Hierophant coming up twice, including in the why the fuck are we here position. And then I pulled the Three of Cups after it, which was proof of that. On top of that, this reading just keeps verifying itself all the way through. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with this Eight of Swords, which I think they can get out of fairly easily. I don't think this is going to stop them. This is nonsense. What's the universe want to tell us? Yeah, it's nonsense. The universe threw me a major arcana. It threw me a death card in the reading after a tower. This is everything coming down, and this is everything coming down, and then the rebirth. So everything's down, and then we get transformation. They can come out of this. These two are read together. They will come out of this. Most of them will. It's major arcana, and when the universe, which it usually does, although lately it's been throwing minor arcana here. It's nice to see some majors coming back. It's been a while. There's transformation coming here, the universe says. Universe is basically telling you, don't worry about this Eight of Swords, because there's a tower in the soul right here, and it's major arcana, all right? This little cobra right here is going to have to bite. And the metaphor there, bite, means come toward you, okay? Just in case it's unclear to people. They put the hood up because they're afraid of love. They ran from you, right? Here's my hood, stay back. Stay back, divine feminine, stay back, right? But you didn't. The energy kept coming toward them and toward them and toward them, and it ground into their soul. They're like, why can't I get rid of this? Why can't I get rid of this? What is this I'm feeling? What is this I'm feeling? Yeah, well, guess what? The hood's not working. It's time to bite, you know? Potential final outcome. Red with the Ace of Pentacles. What is it? I took a look. Oh my God, the third major arcana that hit the table, kids. It's the Lovers. The love geese are in the air. This is communication. The vast majority of you, this person is rolling in. Or will. Or will. I can't predict. You know, honestly, God, honestly. And I know there's people out there that go, oh, you readers, you always say that. The person's coming in. The person's coming in. I'm an energy reader. I'm telling you the table is set for the energy to come in. The universe, they cannot come in. Okay, fine. Let's say this means your person's not coming in. Because I'm going to say they're coming in, so I'm probably wrong, and they're not coming in. If they don't, I can tell you with absolute certainty, with a Tower in the soul position here, they're going to regret it for the rest of their fucking lives. And you know what? Fuck them, let them. Let them fucking regret it. If someone wants to leave you, let them. They'll regret it. It's a fact. They will. And you will thrive. You took the high road. You didn't go, don't ever beg anybody to be your friend or your lover or anything like that. Don't fucking do that. That's someone with no self-respect. If someone started begging me to be a friend or a lover or something, I'd be done with them. There's no chance, because I know they don't have any self-respect. I don't want that. Now I'm going to grab speaking of self-respect, I'm going to grab the little animal deck, and we're going to clarify this with a separate deck, and we're going to see where we go here. I'm telling you that for the majority of you, the love geese are in the air. The table is set. All they got to do is bring the food. They're a little bit worried about it. I ran through the list of the things that this Ace of Pentacles represents here. They know they need to come right, would be the easiest way to put it, and they're worried whether or not they can, whether or not too much time has passed, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, this isn't enough to stop most of them. And the universe just backed me up with the Death card right here, which is red with that. And if they do, right, in the final outcome, it says the energy is set. It's right there. The door is open. All they got to do is walk through it. This is major arcana. The choice is made by the universe. It's our free will whether we walk through the door or not. Whether they do or not, I don't know. If they don't, it falls in a tower for them. They'll absolutely regret it. And it's going to be something they'll regret for the rest of their lives if it goes that long. They'll always wonder, because you're not going anywhere. You had soul recognition with a deep soul twin flame connection. You're not going to forget that. It's not going to be like they run into you in 30 years and go, oh yeah, I remember you. Fuck you. You never stop thinking. They never stop thinking about it. Are you kidding me? Eight of Swords. Why is it here? Eight of Swords. Let's clarify. This is, yeah. I knew this was going to be a powerful new moon because the energies around it are powerful. You might say, well, what? Well, Mars already moved into Capricorn on the astrology side. But beyond that, the north node of the moon itself is sitting in Taurus. And when it was in Gemini, as I said in the north node reading, it was a very in and out. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. Wishy-washy. But in Taurus, it's either in or out. Okay? It's much more grounded energy. Someone makes decisions here. Someone's got a big choice to make. But I'll tell you what, I think they know. They all definitely want to come towards you, especially with an Ace of Pentacles here and a Lovers here. These two are red together. This Eight of Swords is the only thing stopping them, and it's a wussy card, right? It's the card. It's the your person's a pussy upright. That's what it is, because we can get out of the Eight of Swords. It's all the nonsense we tell ourselves. In the Light Seer deck, it's my random white girl who's tied up with the hands in the front. You know, her mouth is free. She could take the damn fucking ropes right off with that. It's no big deal. All right. Why is my person's a pussy upright here? Let's go. Let's clarify. You really want me to shuffle, don't you? Yeah. This is going away. This not enough to stop him. It's the World. It's the most powerful card in the major arcana. It's a cycle ending and another cycle beginning. The cycle of this shit is what's ending. And I got Death here. I got two powerful major arcana cards, both saying that this Eight of Swords is nonsense. What's on top? Moon reading. We get the moon again from another deck. Came up in the pre-shuffle. They're worried about what to tell you. They know they need to explain, but what they do, they owe you an apology. An apology without an explanation is not an apology. Okay? Unless someone understands what they did wrong and explains it to you, at least as best they can, you're not getting an apology. The words "I'm sorry" are just fluff. They know they need to tell you some things. Some things maybe you don't know. Some things that they maybe want to keep private. They're worried about that. Okay, what the fuck you? You know, speak up. If you want the divine feminine, you best be a divine masculine. Emphasis on the word divine, not some secretive fuckwit with, 8 swords coming out their ass. Why is the moon here? They know for victory. Come on, I'll read the energy first. Come on, it's right here. 6 of Wands, victory and transformation. The butterfly represents transformation. This is a card of transformation. It's red with all of these. This reading keeps backing itself up. Why is the moon here? If they want victory and transformation, they have to open up. But they're worried about it. They have to reveal some secrets, but they're worried about it. They're afraid about it. It's everything I told you here. I read all of that off of the Ace of Pentacles. I didn't even need those. But hey, it's part of the reading. Okay? And they know, again, it's a realization with this crossing the Hierophant, the card before the cut. They know, just like the Three of Swords crossing the Queen of Wands in the pre-shuffle, another version of the same message, they know that their behavior isn't getting them what they want. They're not finding happiness, so they're going to have to change their behavior. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Why is this here? Let's go. Let's clarify. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? I try to explain the energy to you guys as best I can. You know, there's 20,000 people watching this video, and as was once put on Twitter, that's getting 20,000 people on the same page is like herding cats. And that's pretty much what I do here for a living. I herd cats. So I do my best to backtrack and explain things to you as best I can. Try to give you as much transparency as I can. All right. You know, if you don't get it, watch the video again. I do my best. The Ace of Pentacles, why is it here? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Four Swords. It's I want to say your person's healing. It's not really the energy that's around it. It's a healing card. It's a card of nothing. It stopped. The panic that they're having in the Eight of Swords. This moon, the moon can pull the fucking oceans and stretch the earth. You don't think it's dragging up the depths of your person's soul. And this particular new moon is extremely powerful. You know, extremely. And it gets, believe it or not, with the new moon, it's not about at the new moon. It's about as the new moon starts to go away. The 2 or 3 days after the new moon are wicked energy. All right? It's like, it's a little bit like if it's a cold day at your house, it's a little bit like weather. It's like energetic weather. And I'll describe it to you this way. Okay? It's a nice analogy. It's a bit like if it's a cold day at your house. It's like, you know, 40 degrees or something like that, 30 degrees. And the next day is going to be 80 degrees. There's a warm front blowing in. Well, the night in between that cold day and that hot day is going to be windy. Wind happens when hot air hits cold air, or cold air mass hits a hot air mass. So when you have a cold front blowing in, it's windy. When you have a warm front coming in, it's windy. So it's about the wind. It gets real windy energetically 2 or 3 days after a new moon. So that's really when it's going to hit, right? The new moon energy we're pulling on right now is causing that moment. That moment of, oh shit. You know, it's the Four of Swords. It's just everything is still. All right? I explained it to you so you understand energy a little bit more and how it works, because nobody out there is explaining this stuff to you guys. I don't know, I'm not even sure they know it. The world, you'd have to be an actual energy reader to know it. The world, it's the same card that was crossing here. It's pointing me back to here. It's saying, wait for it. Okay, this cycle is ending. This cycle of stagnation is ending. Just like when the wind ends, that means that the warm front came in and you get your 80-degree day. Okay, it's right there. It is. It's only there when the wind only occurs when the two masses meet. So once that sort of clears out a little bit over the course of a few days after the thing, things start to change. Why is the world here? We go from 8 swords to 9 swords. This card ties this set back to this set. So once that happens, we go from 8 swords to 9 swords, because these cards are read together now. That's the right direction. Okay, it's the direction of the universe saying this is going to start to lighten. All right, we're moving in the right direction. We're moving toward 10 swords, which is putting an end to this overthinking nonsense. All right, if you want victory, you got to open up. If you want to get the divine feminine, you got to bite them. You know, you're going to have to. The hood's not working. They're not impressed. Okay, the tower in the soul, and yeah. The moon is going to cause them to go up in their head. But this 9 of swords is why the world is here. All right? It's moving from the 8 to the 9. It's the right direction. It's nice. It's good. And yeah, they're going to be up at night a little bit. You're going to be picking up on this energy, no doubt. This is a powerful card, and it came up twice in close proximity. Why is the Tower here in the Soul? Tell me about the Tower. Tell me about the Tower. This moon energy is going to have a massive effect. But remember, it's going to have a massive effect on you, too. So chill. All right? Know you're picking up stuff from the other side. Distract yourself. Start building a boat. Start a garden. Take a cooking class. I don't care. All right? I don't care. Whatever it is. Do something. But, or at least acknowledge that it's not all you that you're feeling. You know, when your feelings bounce around a little bit. All right. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? That's why. I got the card of the Soul in the Soul position. I got the High Priestess. High Priestess crossing the Tower is the shit. Okay? It's the shit. It's the Soul is just the moon, the way it drags the ocean. Picture your person's soul as the ocean. And the moon is just dragging its ass right out. It's just pulling it from the depths. It causes a real Tower moment for your person. Okay? It makes them really hyper worry about this. Oh my God. And then they're also worried. One of the things that's around this Nine of Swords is what I told you earlier about the Ace of Pentacles. There's also some worry here about, is too much time passed? Is it too late? Some of you, it's been a year or so or more since you've heard from this person. Some of you, not all. But even if it's just a couple of weeks, that's a long time to leave somebody hanging, right? You know, but for most of you, this is old energy. This person is really, their soul is, it's windy. Okay, their soul, it's windy in there. And their hat keeps blowing off. All right? Big time. What's on top? Yeah, it's going to cause a new beginning. It will. You want this new moon. You want this energy. You want that wind in the soul. You want, if you're waiting to hear from somebody, two things you want that are on this table. The Lover's card in the final outcome and a Tower in the soul. You want that. This reading is perfection. It's exactly your person. It's the universe basically saying this is about their person, Steve. Here's that Burger King. Okay. And it's saying exactly what's going on here all the way through. But when we get to the soul position, it's very telling. All right. It causes they're just pushed to do something. And I'm not going to say they're going to do it right at the new moon. No, probably a few days after, as that wind I just talked about whips up, right? And then it settles a little bit, and then they come in. It is that kind of thing. And they're going to come in at different times for different people, and for some of you, they're not going to come in. And I want you to hear me say that. For some of you, they won't. This person is a candy ass. There's a few of you watching where your person is just so goddamn chicken shit. It's unreal. It is mind-blowing toward love, okay? But that's not the majority. For the majority of you, this is hard energy to get past. And if all of your people, if they don't come in with the energy that's here, it's unreal. I don't know how they've gotten this far, getting through all the portals and getting through the retrogrades and all of that. I don't know. But this new moon is also fueled by the shadow of the post-shadow of Mercury and Venus retrograde, both in Capricorn. And you know, I did a reading on that, and you know they fuel up when they're there. And these shadow periods, even after, you know, technically they've gone direct, or Mercury will as of the 3rd, you know, we still got Mercury retrograde around this full moon, okay, or this new moon, I should say. And we've got Venus still in shadow of retrograde around it, even though it's gone direct. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Most common card you're going to see in the next 18 months. I said it on the node shift reading, and here it is. It's the Ace of Swords, and when it falls in the soul position, again, somebody's aha moment. It's what I told you in the February overview reading. Guys, this is really powerful shit, okay? This is somebody really, you know, on the other side that... I don't even have words to describe what's here. I've got a Tower in the soul of your person, how they feel about you. Oh shit, I fucked up, a Tower, realizing some things, crossed by the High Priestess, which verifies that happening, basically. And with the Ace of Wands, causing a new beginning to want to occur. And someone right here is a card of reconciliation that falls here. It's two aces on top of a Tower, okay? Crossed by a High Priestess. I don't know what else I can say. If they don't come towards you, they're a fucking moron and you didn't want them anyway. This is a powerful connection. These cards would not fall here if it wasn't a tower in the soul. Do you know what it takes to cause a tower in the soul? It's fucking unreal. It's not somebody some stranger who yells at you, flips you off while you're driving or something like that. That doesn't cause a tower in the soul. You don't know them. There's got to be a lot of, it's got to be a powerful connection for that to happen. All right, and this really is. This Eight of Swords, the universe is very clear. It's not enough. It put the world on top of it. Why is the Death card here? What else does the universe want to tell you? What else does the universe want to tell you? Tell me about this Death card. This ought to be good. There's so much energy around this Death card, I could do a 2-hour video just on the energy coming off of this card. The universe is chatty today. We're going to have a lot of fun in the extended. I think we're going to find out some things. I think you're probably already going to know everything before your person comes in, because I'm going to pull the shit out of this moon because it's come back twice. I have to pull the shit out of the moon. It's a new moon reading. I'm actually pulling on moon energy right now. That supercharges my energy reading abilities. I'm using the moon energy. I'm like jumper cables on a car that use someone else's battery to start. I'm using the moon energy to run this whole reading. So it's just going to be amazing what we find out. I'll rattle off whatever I can, just take what resonates. Honestly, the Death card, though. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us about this. There's a lot of energy here. I may pull on that. I'm going to pull on the Tower and the extended beyond belief here. Crossing, after all that shuffling and all that yammering on I did, the Death card is crossed by the High Priestess, just like the Soul position. The universe is saying, tying me back to the Soul position. It's saying, Steve, go back to the Soul position and take another look. As I take another look and I add the Death card energy to it, I would say for the vast majority of you, this person is being compelled to come towards you. And I'm using that word very strongly and sternly. Compelled by the soul. And they're going to speak some truth. They're going to tell you some things. What's on top? Oh my fucking God. I just got done telling you how much energy I could do a 2-hour reading on this Death card. I said I pulled the Death card on top of it, with the High Priestess crossing again and again, drawing me back to the Soul position. I don't have words. I can't possibly take the energy that's here on the table just in these two positions and give you words. I can't. All I can tell you is it's an extremely powerful new moon, and this is an extremely powerful reading. This is unreal. The Death card is read. I can give you a little in-depth here. The Death card is read with the moon. Okay? They will open up. You will find out some things. But I think not all the things. All right? Why is... let's see what else we can find out. Why is the Death card here? And that's why. It's the devil. Right? It's the goat with its feet on fire. It's the devil. Devil energy. This is why this is bordering on obsession with this person, but it's not obsession in the brain. It is a little bit. It's feedbacking up there, but I'm talking about just looking at this as a microcosm, because I keep getting drawn back to the soul. It's obsession in the soul. That's why the Tower occurs. What's happening here is this. It's basically two guys fighting. One guy is 60 pounds soaking wet. All right? And the other guy is about 255, right? And is a trained fighter. The soul is the 255, all right? And this Eight of Swords is little 60-pound weakling, all right? Real scrawny, real skinny. No fight training whatsoever. The soul is kicking your person. Your person's soul is kicking their ass. And that this brain it's just drowning it out. And what it's causing is sort of what I might call, I'm going to create a new phrase right now because it's the only way I can describe it, obsessive feedback. Like it's obsession, which feedbacks on obsession, which then feedbacks on it. So it's negative, so it feeds itself. But it's actually positive in that it creates a positive result. Which is why they're probably not going to tell you everything they want to tell you. They may come in and, I don't want to say pick a fight, but they may come in, like I told you in the pre-shuffle, this is the energy I picked up from the pre-shuffle, where somebody's got something to say with the Eight of Wands crossed by the Page of Wands in the pre-shuffle. You might want to just let them speak their piece and give their side of the story and try not to react defensively to it. It's not you, it's them, and this Devil here is proof of that. It's why the Death card came up a second time. They may actually, through their actions, cause themselves to get kicked back to the curb. In other words, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everything they're worried about becomes that. So it's not for all of you, but for some of you that's the case. For all of you, this person's got a lot of shit that they've worked through here to come in. If they do show up, it's a big deal to them, okay? So at least listen to them, all right? Okay, final outcome, the Lovers. Wow. Now you know this is going to be a spectacular extended, because I've got the Devil. And you know what happened? And I've got already was going to pull on the Death card, but I got it twice. There's a 2-hour reading with the Death card alone. Now I got a Devil energy on top of it, which has got some energy around that I need to dig into. Plus I got 2 moons I need to dig into, plus a Tower in the Soul that I got to dig into. Jesus. Holy shit. And we may need to pull a fly on the wall and see what the fucking hang up is here. If for those of you, you know, again, the universe isn't bringing in a third energy here. It just wants to talk about, because I asked specifically about the new moon energy on the soulmate cycle. But there's something tied here. There's some sort of Devil energy tied in. Let's see. Why is the Lovers here? Give me the final on this, universe. Jesus. I have not seen a reading like this in some time. Not in a long time have I seen anything like this. I don't know when I've ever gotten 2 aces on top of a Tower in a soul position before. That's mind-blowing. And 2 deaths and a Devil in the message from the universe with a High Priestess crossing. I mean, it is so... You are in their soul. You are their soul is made of you. And this person right here pretends it's not. And it's whittled itself down to 8 swords is all that's keeping them from coming towards you. And this is, my person's a pussy upright. That's all it is. It literally is all, just open up. You've got to tell people how you feel. If you don't tell them, they won't know. Okay? Even if you're with them long term, you've got to remind them and always keep yourselves open. It's extremely important. Alright, why is the Lovers here? Give me the Lovers. This person is the cause of all their own problems. They've made their soul sick. They've made their soul sick. Sick. Because they won't open up. Because of that fear of vulnerability. I'm going to find out why. Why that is. I want to find out. I think it's mommy and daddy for a lot of them. How they were raised in general. Okay, I got my answer flying out of the deck here. Crossing the Lovers. I got to pick up a card on the floor. It'll be the top card that lands here. Hold on a minute. I'll just put it down. I picked it up off the floor. It was upright. It's the 2 of Wands. Yeah. I'm going to explain this to you so far. I'll tell you what. I'll pull the second card. I knew it was going to be spectacular. I did not see it because this was the only one that flew out and I stopped shuffling. It's the Queen of Cups. She holds the Ace of Cups and she gives the full cup. Okay, it's the biggest card of love that I can pull. Everything I just told you, I said they've made their soul sick. Okay, and there's a lot of love here. Don't doubt that. You know, you've changed this person on a high level. The High Priest or the Hierophant was, why the fuck are we here? And it's crossed by this nonsense. Okay? It really is. They tried to block it many times. Put the hood up. Go away. Stay back. I got a big hood. I got a big hood. Nobody gives a fuck about your big hood. Nobody cares. Crossing the Lovers card. The love geese is in the air. The energy is set. The table is set. All they got to do is walk through the door. All that's stopping them is my person's a pussy upright. That's it. That's all that's stopping them. All right? And I'll tell you why right now. Crossing the Lovers card is the 3 of Cups. They got to open up. Pay attention to this message because it's about to repeat. They got to open up. They got to communicate. All right? This is not a third-party energy. I'm not getting that. Okay? It might be here, even with especially with the Two of Wands, but I'm just being honest with you. It's not here. I don't think, even if your person's married, I don't think that matters anymore. The soul is in a state of 2 death cards, a devil, a high priestess crossing a tower with 2 aces on top of it. It's all about you. But they've got to open up to you. And I already told you they're worried about that right here. They know for victory they need to open up, but your person's a pussy. Upright is the baseline card here. And it's right here in this 3 of Cups crossing the Lovers. The thing is, what they need to let go of, and we're going to pull on it in the extended, is this devil. Whatever this is. It might be the third party. It can be a third energy. But I think this is mostly something within them. They may have picked it up from a third party. Again, I know a lot of you are third party focused. It's just not here. The universe wants to tell me about your person and why they're not here. The universe can't even believe they're not here itself. It can't. It threw me the 2 death cards. The minute that second death card fell, it's like the universe saying, Steve, I can't even fucking believe this. I can't even believe this motherfucker still has the hood up. You know, it's crazy. They want to come toward, okay? A cycle is trying to end. It's red with the World. A cycle is trying to end and a new cycle is trying to begin. They actually want to. In the Light Seer deck, this is my girl looking out the window, right? They're watching. They might even be spying. The 2 of Wands right here. It's possible. But what's really telling is the final on this reading. We open with your person's a pussy upright. And we end why they're a pussy upright. Because of this love. It's what the 3 card yesterday told us that I did. The precursor reading to this. They don't know how to handle this. They're not used to real love. They've never had it. It's always been about Pentacles. It's always been about stability. It's always been what mommy wanted or what expectations are put upon them by others or whatever, or family or whatever it is for you. This is pure love. She gives the full cup. And this card is red with the 9 of Swords. This tells me that this is what they're worried about. This is their primary worry. They know they have to open up to get you. For these 2 geese to fly together, they have to open up. They know it. Before they can do that, they need to let go of whatever the fuck the universe is trying to tell us here. Now, what I'm going to do is, because I know a lot of you aren't going to the extended, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. I do some wicked voodoo over there. They're not 10-minute videos, some nonsense. But I don't really care. I'm going to pull just a little bit because the universe is trying to tell me something here. I'm just going to get a few more cards here for those that aren't going to the extended, because I don't hold my readings hostage. All right, the extended are for some wicked voodoo, and that's what they're for. Tell me a little bit more here, universe, about 2 death cards and a devil, will you? Because this 2 of Wands is tied to the devil. One of these wands needs to go. Once that happens, you know, let's find out. Let's see. This devil energy. Tell me about this devil energy, because it's fueled by 2 death cards. All right? Let's go. Why is this devil here? And I'll still pull you the universe cards. Don't worry. Why is this devil here? Okay. The High Priestess again. It keeps giving me the High Priestess again. Now I pulled that from the top this time, not the bottom. The High Priestess again. This person is hurting their soul by, this is a powerful connection, you guys. This is some shit. Temperance, the card of the angel. The angel cancels out, it's you. It's okay. It's not that they need to let go of you. It's they know that you're the only reason that they've grown, that they've changed. It's because of you. They're aware of that. This is angel energy right here. That's crossing the High Priestess. This is, you're their angel. You're their earth angel, we'll say. You're the reason that they've changed. They're aware of that. But this person still has a bit of a stubborn streak in them and a severe fear of how much love is here. I suspect, and I'll pull another card. Yep, there it is. Knight of Swords, and at the bottom, right here, is the Page of Cups. Why is that important? The Page of Cups is crossing this. I picked it up because the last time this person, maybe well before you, it could be something you don't even know about. But the last time this person was in love, where they felt love, they got hurt. It ended up not working out. They got left, they got whatever. It caused them to become a little bit wackadoo toward love. That's the easiest way I could phrase it. All right? For my British viewers, they're a nutter toward love. You can put it that way if you want. All right? It's someone who almost sees love as a pariah. You know, stay back. You stay back kind of thing. Again, our hood here. But you're sort of the cure for it. All right, a little bit. And I think they owe you a thank you. I don't think you're going to get a thank you. You might one day, but this person's soul is in a lot of trouble. It's in intensive care, and you're the best surgeon around. All right. That's pretty much the way it reads. Let's take a look at what the universe wants to tell us. All right. What else you want to tell everyone here before we go? That's part of it. That's not all of it. There's too many people watching to pinpoint too much here. But that's part of it. The devil is being canceled out. The universe basically saying once the devil is canceled out, they come in. But they're only capable of love at this level. The problem is, and what they're worried about is they're coming in as a page, and they're consciously doing that. A little apology, a little whatever. But they feel this, and that's going to cause an instability in the energy. And I see it here with the Knight of Swords. That's going to cause some instability in the energy. It's going to cause it to feel more swordsy than cupsy. Can I say it like that? And that makes sense? Which again, I give you the advice, if your person comes in, and most of them will, I encourage you to at least hear them out and let them, just kind of laugh at them in your head, because you're getting the inside info here. Their soul is in intensive care here with a tower in it. What else you want to tell everyone before I go pull some wicked voodoo? And it is going to be wicked. I'm going to need an orange walk before it kind of fuel up a little bit. Oh my God. Okay, here you go. Here's your message from the universe. The Sun, the Four of Cups, and the Hierophant. The Four of Cups is crossed by the star. Jesus Christ Almighty. This person rejected happiness, and they paid for it. They rejected happiness, and they paid for it. They, with the star card crossing the Four of Cups, I've said this before, the DM side, the runner's side, whichever side it is for you, the runner's side manifested this in. It's their manifestation. They wanted to be happy. They manifested happiness. The universe only knows, I think what happened was they manifested happiness, but to them, happiness meant security and pentacles. But the universe doesn't know that. The universe knows happiness as balanced energy and love. Our souls are made of love. It's where we come from. It's where we go back to when we die. It's where we go back and we transform into something else and blah, 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 blah. But they manifested this in, but what they got was real love. They got a true soulmate, a deep soul twin flame connection. But they don't understand that. And it took some time, but they are. The Hierophant coming back, again, in the pre-shuffle or pre-cut, that was our card, and this was crossing it. It's the same message over and over again. But the universe did want to say that they manifested this in. So that's why the universe is here with two death cards, and it's like, hey, this is what you asked for. You asked for happiness. I brought you the person that you could be with for the rest of your life. And you fucked it off. 4 cups. And well, off we go on the spiritual journey when that happens. That's these soulmate connections, the separation period, the period of time where each side goes to its corner and learns its lessons. And if you come together, you come together. That's the ideal for you guys. But really, at the end of the day, if you learned your lessons, you're getting yourself ready for something better down the road. Whatever the case is, so that you don't repeat the mistake again. The universe is very clear that they are coming into their own here. They are a little bit behind the Divine Feminine. As I said in the beginning, the Divine Feminine is about 180 degrees different than what they were when this started. Divine Masculine maybe 160, 150 kind of thing. Not quite there yet, but they're getting there. And the star here is, there's still some hope for some happiness here. And it's a delayed manifestation. So something that somebody rejected is the message from the universe. Something that somebody manifested in, then rejected, that would bring them a lot of happiness, caused the whole spiritual journey. But it's also, because energy's in layers, it's also saying, that a long held back manifestation, a long delayed manifestation that you thought was gone is actually about to become chatty Cathy, and could bring some serious spiritual awakening to both sides. I think a conversation between you two, based on the soul energies I get here, would bring some change to both sides. I think it would help hammer home the Divine Feminine's lesson. I actually hope to God it happens, because I think it would benefit both sides. Even if it didn't go well, it would benefit both sides. So I'm going to go pull some Wicked Voodoo. I have got 2 deaths and a devil to pull on. I have got moon energy twice, 2x moon energy to pull on, and find out what do they need to reveal to you that they're so goddamn worried about. And aside from their feelings, which is the obvious, and I'm going to pull on their soul, because this tower with 2 aces on it is fucking mind-blowing. Alright? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person today, I've done my job. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. And if you want the extended, the link is in the description for you. I want it. I can't wait to pull it. But I'm going to need an orange first. I won't lie to you.